when you're talking about free choice supplemental feed, it's really not a big mystery. You can use those feeders to move deer around. You don't have to bury them in the deepest, darkest patch of timber you have in the back corner of your property. Now, I do recommend doing that somewhere and establishing a sanctuary. But beyond that, I mean, deer typically won't travel comfortably unless it's dark across more than 100 yards or 150 max. As long as it's not in the big middle of a wide open field, I typically like them positioned next to water, established food plots, or anywhere along an edge, because that's typically where your travel corridors are going to be. But as far as where to place them, as long as it's not way in the big middle open somewhere, you don't have to just put them, you know, up on top of the tree and hide them in the back of the place. So just keeping them there and keeping feeding them consistently is kind of the big thing, because what's going to happen is if you fill them up, then you let them go dry, it's just like patterning deer on white oak acorn trees out here, you know. Well, yeah, I mean, if they're used to that, it's going to affect their pattern, but as soon as those play out, then you don't know where that deer is going to be, and they got to eventually learn their way back to it. So just keeping it consistent is the main thing.